Description. Okay, yeah.
Good evening, Ms. Kokani.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good and you? Okay, so you're speaking to Anilingidi. Today I would like to have an interview with you based on, is it okay to build a pharmacy in rural areas? So my first question for you would be, what do you think about building a pharmacy in rural areas? Do you think it's a good idea? If it is, can you please elaborate?
Yes, I actually do think it's a very good idea to build pharmacies on rural areas because if you take a look, if you take a look at rural areas, you find that most people living there are old people. So it's quite difficult for them to walk a mile or ride taxis to go and get some medication. So if ever there's a pharmacy nearby their homes, they'll be able to send their grandchildren to get some medication for them rather than walking and trying to get their own medication.
Okay, so you think building a pharmacy in rural areas will be helpful because for old people they find it's difficult to walk long distance going to pick up medication in clinics only to find out that the medication they receive in clinics they are not sufficient. Where else if they just have money they could give their children to go to the pharmacy and buy sufficient medicine for them which will last them for a long period of time. So, what do you think about
Yes.
the expiry dates of medications does the pharmacist provide? Do you think they need to prolong the dates or what? Do you think they need to prolong the medicine or what?
Yeah, they can prolong the medicine, you know, because giving a patient a expired medication can cause a severe damage on that patient, or can cause the illness to not get cured, uh, or over time, maybe the patient could even die by using that medication that is expired. So yes, they can prolong the medication.
Okay, so if the pharmacy is built, do you think patients counseling must be included with a brief summary by the pharmacist, or they should not include a patient counseling? They should just prescribe medication to patients, and that's that. What?
No, I I think they should suggest the counseling first before they build the pharmacy, so that they can teach their patients about the medication that will be provided by that pharmacy in that rural area. So counseling is going to be a very good thing for the patients.
Okay, Ms. Kokani. So, if I try to evaluate your words, you are saying rural pharmacists will play an essential role in rural communities, including health promotion and education. So, what I would like to know is, do you think there is a need of a partnership with delivery channels if the pharmacy is situated in rural areas, or people they must just walk and go to the pharmacy by themselves? What do you think?
Can you please rephrase the question?
Okay, the question is, do you think there is a
Yes.
need of a partnership with delivery channels if the pharmacy is situated in rural areas, or people must go to the pharmacy by themselves?
No, I think there should be some kind of connection and deliveries because the pharmacy cannot produce its own medication, you know. So somehow they do need help from the outside industries where they get medication, uh, the right medication for the patients.
Okay, thank you. So to add on that point, I think they also do need delivery channels because not all people live with children. Some they live on their own, which makes it hard for them to walk to the pharmacy, even to the clinics to go and collect medication. So having partnership with a delivery channel will be very helpful for them. What do you think? I think that's a good idea, having channels with
Yes.
delivery.
Yes, it's a very good idea. It's a very good idea so that they can check their patients regularly and find out if the medication has been finished or what's happening. Are they following the rules of eating the medication, and so on and so forth. So yes, it's a very good idea to have their the partnership with the packages.
Okay, so thank you so much, Ms. Kotlani, for holding this interview with me today. Your response was highly appreciated. Your contribution and everything was highly appreciated. So today I've just discovered that I'm not the only one or who thinks that building a pharmacy in rural areas is an essential and something that will be very helpful in the community. I found out that you also think the same. Thank you for your time.
You.
Okay, ngivala phi recording.
Angikwazi.
Hayibo, imake yo.
Ayi mina angikwazi ukusetha lutho lesayidini lami cabanga.
Imake.